My name is Biyi Fashoyin, and you're welcome back to the studios. Now, I talked about the fact that last week we did a little bit about the social media and the impact it has on your business. Now, today we're going on specifically about blogging. And who is a blogger? Why do you blog? Do you want to make money from it? How do you attract traffic to your site? How do you get relevant? These are many more questions we'll be asking. I have Fola Daniel in the house as usual. Fola, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, what is blogging?
Blogging comes from the word weblog, which means web entry. You know, the regular logbook where you put something in from time to time. So when you hear blogging, it's simply from two words, web and log, meaning an entry on the web. And it's a place where you really want to generate conversations. You want to have some people respond to what you're putting up all the time. And there are different kinds of them. There are different ways to go about them. You can actually have a vlog, which is actually a video blog. It means that you're just blogging on videos. You're putting up videos all the time. It can actually be a photo blog. It can be for photographers, people who are art collectors, people who bring together different pictures. Then you can actually be somebody who is blogging on travelog. That is, it's like your travel events or what happened when you went to so place, what happened when you went to this place. And it can actually just be blogging like your personal diary. Those are the different types of blogging, and that should give you an idea of what a blog is. Or if you have ideas, you just want to pour them out. A blog is a place where you can pour out your mind.
Okay, I mean, there are so many bloggers all over the world.
Yes,
how do you maintain the distinguished identity such that you become a reference point?
You can have a style, and then your content can be an issue. With the style, you may want to decide, okay, this is how I want to be blogging. How many words do you want to blog, or what exactly do you want to blog about? Those are the things that determine or define your style. Take, for instance, some of the most popular bloggers in Nigeria. Some of them blog on entertainment. Some of them blog on news, weddings, and things like that. So the content can define your style. And once the content defines your style, it stands you out from every other person. So people have an idea, it was this person who started this first. And there are people who blog strictly on motivation. There are those who blog on videos, so they know that these are the people who started these are the people who are known for this. So you can choose a style based on your content.
Well, why do you blog? I mean, what's in it for you?
But first, you have information that you want people to know about. Then the other thing is that you want to get people's opinions. A blog is supposed to be, as we said, web entry, and it's going to be more conversational compared to the still website. People are supposed to pass their opinions on what you have said. So sometimes you blog because you have ideas you want to pour out. Sometimes you blog because you want to hear people talk about the same issue. For instance, there can be national issues, hot national issues, and then you put out your opinion out there and people start bombarding you. Say, no, we disagree, this is what we think. But it can be about opinions, and of course, a secondary motive right now is money.
Yeah, you've gotten the bottom line. How do I make money?
You need to, first of all, keep the blog going. You can't talk about making money on the blog if you don't keep the blog going. If you're not steady, if you're not a consistent blogger.
It takes persistence.
Yes, it takes persistence. And you need to drive traffic. Make sure that a lot of people are visiting the blog. Then, when a lot of people are visiting the blog, you can now tell advertisers, look, I have the audience for what you want to advertise. So you can bring your advert. So long as they are convinced that you have their audience, then they can put money on it. The other side to it is that's making direct money through advertisements. You may want to establish yourself as an authority through your blog, which will now translate to service engagement. And that's what I do. I first of all establish myself as a proper motivational speaker on my blog. Then people begin to say, okay, I read a lot of your stuff. Can you come and talk to our people? And of course, you have to, pay something for that. So you can actually have the direct one, which is you have a lot of traffic, people are willing to pay. The other one is people see you as an authority, and then they engage your services.
Okay.
So it's an indirect thing.
Okay, good. Now, I'm thinking, how do I direct traffic? How do I bring traffic? What are the steps to take?
The first one is word of mouth. Once you create the blog, you need to talk to people about it. The other one is to use proper tags. Now, tags are like keywords in whatever it is that you're posting, maybe the articles
like
you're
the
posting.
hashtag?
No, not necessarily hashtags, like keywords in, for instance, if you write an article on leadership, one of your tags needs to be the word leadership, comma, put your name, comma, some other things, they're primarily called keywords. Just put all those keywords that have to do with that particular article that you have written. Now, the essence of that is this. If somebody goes on any search engine and types anything that has to do with what you've written, most likely, if you tagged your article very well, your article can come up. For instance, when I tag, I always tag all my articles with my name, and I tag them with the specific topics I've written about. So if you pull up my name on the internet, so many of my articles will come up.
Okay.
Even if you put Daniel, you weren't looking for me, but just type Daniel, or just type Fola, or just type my surname. Because those are always parts of my tag, my articles will come up. So tagging is another way to get people to come to your site. So if somebody is doing a research on leadership and you've put leadership as part of your tags, you may come up in the search, and then that gets traffic for you. The other one is to go for what we call search engine optimization. You have to, SEO for short, you need to pay some experts to be able to do that for you. And what that does is it improves your rating in that particular area where you're blogging. Maybe you're a presenter, you're in the ICT industry, so they use tags like ICT, presenter, television, and they use it to push up your rating. So if anybody searches ICT, presenter, television, your name or your site comes up amongst at least the first 10.
Okay.
Because, you know, when you go on any search engine, there could be millions of websites that will pop up. But when you do search engine optimization, it's called optimization because your site comes amongst the first to be seen.
These professionals you talk about, who are they? I mean,
most of them are techies. Some of them mostly Indians who have specialized in promoting websites.
Do you get them, by searching, for them, or how?
In fact, they come after you these days. That's what happens.
Through the website?
Through your websites, yes. They
okay.
search and they look at your website. They tell you what your website rating is. Then they say, okay, we look at your website and we think that you need to push up your rating. Or you can also search for them.
Prices could range from how much to how much?
From about $100 per month.
Really?
Yes, per month.
Really?
Yes. And you need to be a bit consistent to really get your own website up.
So, why don't I do what they're doing so I can get $100 from
If you have the facilities, why not?
What are these facilities?
Well, that's the other part that I don't...
It's like a shrine. They've kept it away from...
Some of it is coded and some of it is not really coded. It's also about pushing up your... They submit your website to search engines. That's one of them. And apart from submitting your website to search engines, it's like, let's say somebody who wants to start a photography business and you've gone to all the people who do events. You've given them your flyers. So like 20 people who are event managers know you. When they want to do events, who are they likely going to call first? You. So it's something like that. That's like the simplest explanation I can give for it.
Okay. Time is usually not my friend on this, but let me
add this to it, because search engine optimization is more expensive and it sounds like something for the techies. You can do pay-per-click.
Pay-per-click?
Yes, pay-per-click, or you can use social media to promote your blog. Pay-per-click, Facebook does pay-per-click for websites. That's through Facebook advertising. It means that when you ask them to advertise your site, you click on the objective, which is website clicks. That means that Facebook will generate traffic for your site by paying them some token. When anybody sees the adverts, most likely they're going to click. And you only pay when somebody clicks. That's why it's called pay-per-click. If nobody clicks, which means they didn't visit your site, you don't pay. Then the other way is integrate your social media accounts
platforms
with your blog.
Okay.
For instance, if you integrate your LinkedIn, I integrated my LinkedIn to my blog. I integrated Twitter, I integrated Facebook, and then Google+. So whatever it is that I post on my blog goes to all those other social networks automatically.
As long as you're on Gmail?
As long as... No, it's not. It doesn't even have anything to do with Gmail.
Okay.
Because this one is just about having a social media account.
Okay,
regardless
so it could
of
be
whatever,
Yahoo, it could be anything.
Anyone. So when those people want to read what you have posted, it takes them back to your site.
Finally, Fola, if I am to employ you to manage my accounts, what would you do?
The first is we have to try and create a niche for you. Make sure that we pose you as a brand. And we're going to constantly... There's something I call social media for corporate communications or social media for brands. So what we need to do is to, first of all, ask, what is your brand about? what is your person about? So once we define that, every message that goes out on social media is about pushing that brand forward or positioning you as an industry expert. That's the key thing. So over time, your social media should sell you as a person. And people should directly or indirectly call you because of the messages that have gone out on your social media, positioning you as an industry expert.
Okay, so that's an opportunity for us on info.com.
It is.
I mean, we could get you out there if you're a company and get all these services for you at no cost. We're just doing this for the love of Nigeria.
Yes. For the love of Nigeria at a token.
No free lunch and free town.
Even if free town.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Fola.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. Please don't you go anywhere. We still have our guests. We're talking about internet security. It promises to be very, very exciting. Join us after this time out.